right now, John is going to explain some of the instruments that are in the helicopter.
Thanks, Barry. We're just going to take the computer over and let you, through the magic of the computer, have a look in. Now, we're now currently looking in at where the pilot sits. This particular seat here is the pilot seat. This is the main stick that the pilot uses to control the helicopter. And also inside there you can see two pedals, and there is another stick which I'm pointing to here. This one goes up and down to make the aircraft go up and down. This is like a normal joystick to tilt left, tilt right, tilt forward, tilt back, and the two pedals make the aircraft swivel on the main axis. You can also see there's an enormous number of dials and switches that the pilot has, as well as those one above him, and the pilot wears a full harness seatbelt. If we move to the back of the helicopter, this is where the medical crew sit. Now, these are the two seats. The one closest to me here is where the doctor sits. The one on the other side there is where the paramedic sits. They wear helmets and they hook into this contraption here that hooks them into the aircraft intercom system. The paramedic also wears a climbing harness so as they can move around inside the aircraft, and that harness is attached to this frame here. This is a seat for an extra patient or an extra doctor or paramedic, and in the back here is a pack containing medical equipment. Two packs. This one's to do with circulation of blood. The one behind is to do with airways. And down here is a very special pack that contains blood. So we carry 3 units of blood in the helicopter, type O negative, which is universal donor, and if we need to, our doctor can give the patient a blood transfusion. When we're loading the patient, you can see down the back there's 2 windows. Those doors open like a giant clam and the patient is loaded in. There's a frame behind the seat, which I don't think we'll get a really good picture of, which is the stretcher. It goes on the floor on these racks because these packs are now taken out and they've got being used to treat the patient. So you've had a look in there. You can see also we've got oxygen supplies like you'd have in a hospital. There's a little frame up there for an iPad because sometimes the crew are using iPads for extra navigation and finding out information. So we're pretty high tech, and we're also hooked up to an iPhone that's in the front of the aircraft to do that. But I'm going to take you back to Barry now, who probably has a few more things to tell you.
Thanks very much. Now that John has explained what happens in the helicopter, the sponsor of Careflight before was Channel 9. Now, Careflight would then ring Channel 9 and tell them that there is a rescue taking place or an accident, and the same with Channel 7. They were also part of Careflight's sponsors, and 2WS 12:24 AM.
That's right. But today, actually, we've gone high-tech, mate. What we do now is, Barry, is we do a tweet on Twitter to say that we're going to an accident, and all those media outlets are now looking at Twitter to see what we're going to, and sometimes they come out, and sometimes they wait until we've landed, because then we also send out a Facebook post that's got some vision or pictures of the mission, which they can use as well. So it's gone a long way since the days of just using the telephone, mate.
So back in the day, Careflight used to be filmed landing and taking off, but now with all this high-tech vision, like John said, technology has come a long way for television and radio to be notified. And right now, we're going to take you inside the hangar and have a look.